How's everyone going? Episode 3, Davron Karimov podcast, the show. How's everyone doing out there? It's Friday. It's Good Friday. So how you been? Been busy. A lot of
Is this going out to Facebook as well?
Facebook, Twitter, YouTube.
Can we check that to make sure?
We're checking. He's checking right now. Currently, we have a bunch of different articles right here that we got. We're about to go through all these different ones right now because it's Friday. It is Good Friday, but there's a lot of interesting stuff going on in the news, financial news, local news.
Yeah, so Veritas, the camera guy, he picked out some articles. He put some articles here on the table.
Yep.
In front of me.
Yeah.
I have not seen these. This is something that Veritas picked out.
Yeah.
So it's something that he was like, we gotta talk about this.
Yeah. I mean, like there's a lot of different stuff going on in finance, especially if you're someone who's new to merchant cash advance, or whether you're someone who's taking it on, or you're a merchant, you've experienced it. So there's a lot of that stuff we could get into as well. But then there's just news in general that's affecting businesses. Stuff that has to do in the United States right now. Also, Miami. We now live in Miami. The company is now in Miami, even though it also operates in New York. And we just had some interesting news come out of New York. So, New York has been closed for a while, but now it looks like they're finally making the push to legalize
New York lawmakers
cannabis.
Passed bill to legalize marijuana.
What do you think about this? Don't you think this has been a while?
Puff passed.
Puff passed. Andrew Cuomo signed the bill on Tuesday. Governor Cuomo, he's been in a lot of hot water recently, scandals. I don't foresee the governor stepping down anytime soon in New York, but he did sign this law which legalized. Now the governor signed it. It's now the law. So cannabis is now legal in New York. And I believe Connecticut's going to do something similar. New Jersey did it recently. I mean, maybe Florida will do it at some point. But
got the documents. So does this mean that you can walk into a dispensary now?
There's no dispensaries yet. I think this will now be this will open up that now they'll be able to have dispensaries. There's a whole licensing process in the state. But I'm sure there are people. I also noticed in this it expunges past previous criminal convictions, marijuana-related offenses. So to me, I just think it's a time. It's a time who's come. Like at this point, this has been something.
Do you know anyone that has a weed charge in New York? I feel like
New York, yeah.
I feel like that. I don't know. I mean,
I have known, I'd say back like 10 years ago, someone I think actually I know.
10 years ago. Okay.
Yeah. So it was more like in the 2000s era. I would say it's practically decriminalized at this point. Like in all the states that has medical marijuana, it's basically like decriminalized, right? But I mean, this is just, if you think about the businesses that have suffered in New York, I mean, now you're starting to see it's slowly opening up in New York versus Florida. It's like night and day, but it would seem to make sense that this would be another revenue stream for New York since, they're hurting so much. But also just makes sense. Like, I think the whole country is kind of, I think Republican, Democrat, all different ages. Like last time I checked some of the polling, it's like at least 60%.
Is New York hurting though? Because do we have any facts or statistics on that New York is hurting?
Well, I mean, we've seen a bunch of restaurants. I mean, the revenue is just not the same.
The restaurants,
the revenue, the tax base, what it comes down to is the tax base. So when you look at all the taxes and the tax base, I mean, look, if a business is not able to be open, or they're not going to be, I mean, the PP, we saw that President Biden at least now extended some of the PP funding, but I'm not too convinced, based upon the data I've seen, that this is going to help all businesses. But the Small Business Administration does have the PPP program that they're that they have had since last year, and now they're extending it.
I mean, we were talking about New York. Like, what is the statistics that says that New York is struggling? Because
struggling financially.
Yeah, because I mean,
we could pull some up right now, but I mean, I didn't pull some.
I just want to. If we're saying something, I just want it to be, factual. But look, they're saying this is a historic day for New York
for sure.
This is how is this historic? I don't know.
I think it's definitely historic. I mean, think about it.
It was legal in New Jersey though.
But it's not in New York, and New York is such a huge state. You think about New York City, like people pretended like, oh, it's legal, it's decriminalized. It's not. Like if you can't go into a store and just get it, that's what makes it a big deal.
Under the bill,
normal
individuals would be able to grow up to 3 plants,
right?
For personal use.
Yeah,
what?
Yeah,
3 ounce limit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's no one carrying more than 3 ounces with them. Anyway, but yeah, so I mean, it's legal.
Yeah, but I mean, the difference is, I mean, some states have legalized it; they don't even allow, I think, the cultivation of it. So
yeah, this is everything. You can cultivate it.
So you could do your home own. If someone had a certain strain or they have certain conditions, maybe certain strains they want to grow because whether it's a medical issue. But yeah, what is it? I mean, interested to hear what everyone in the comment section thinks about this. Do you think that New York legalizing marijuana is good, bad? Do you think it's going to help New York? It's going to hurt New York? I mean, if you looked, I think in Colorado when it first came out, it just blew up.
Is this like in effect now? Like,
I don't believe it goes into effect immediately. Usually most legislation, there's like a 90-day period or there's different clauses that go into effect. I think, though, what this has done is now the governor has signed it, it's going to become a reality. So whether it happens in a year from now, they may not have their first store. The first dispensaries may not be licensed until either the end of this fall or until fall or until 2022. But it's on the books. So I know when Massachusetts first did it, I think it took a couple of years for it to go into effect. But yeah, it's legal. And I mean, it looks like the real estate market in New York is getting hot again. So some people may be, some of this pandemic stuff may be coming to an end. I mean, what do you guys think about that? Do you think it's going to come to an end anytime soon? So with the president just announced, President Biden and Congress, they signed a law extending the PPP lending program through the Small Business Administration until May 31st.
I'm surprised.
What do you think about this?
I'm surprised you're saying President Biden because a lot of times online, you don't
signed the law.
You don't even see, but like you see like president in quotation marks. It's like people don't believe that he's a real president.
Well, regardless, I mean, I'm sure other people have different opinions on that. I mean, the PPP program was in effect when President Trump was the president. Now President Biden's president. I mean, really, I'm interested in what you think. How is this going to affect merchant cash advance? Is this going to affect any brokers? Is this going to affect any businesses now that the funding has been extended?
I mean, it is like free. It is free money. I mean, it's forgivable money. So go out and get your free money. If you're a contractor, sole proprietorship, you got a corporation, go get your free money. I mean, it's literally free money. It's forgivable. So as long as you use it on, it's free money, guys. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, go get your free money, but also if you could use more money on top of what the government's giving out, that's what we're here for. That's what we can help you with.
Also, like how many merchants have you heard since the PP program has been in effect? What's like a rough estimate of how many businesses called you or spoke with you and told you that they were denied PPP funds?
I mean, I don't really talk about the PPP because it's not something It's not something. It's not one of the products our company offers. So whether they get the PPP or whether they get denied, that's irrelevant to me. I say go get it. If you get denied, apply again. Get yourself educated on what you need to show these guys to these banks so they give you the money. But it's your money. If you're an American and you have like I said, the corporation, you're a contractor, sole proprietorship, go get your free money. But no, I hate it. I hate it because it's so much free money that like the business owners don't need to take our money. This is the crisis of the MCA world right now. I mean, you hear crisis in the news, talking about on the news, the border crisis, whatever crisis. But this is the crisis of MCA. The SBA is giving out so much free money that it's like I mean, what am I supposed to do? I can't compete with free money. My money isn't free.
But not everyone gets the PP. I don't believe every business. There have been businesses that have not been approved PPP funding. Now that may be for a variety of reasons. That may be because some of the paperwork that they submitted wasn't to the satisfaction of the Small Business Administration.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they were denied. But yeah, I mean, for businesses that are able to get this funding, definitely get this funding. But I think I've heard certain businesses, at least through cross conversation in the office, about how some businesses they may get approved the funding, but they don't get approved all the funding that they wanted to get. So that's a perfect opportunity to go to Funder Hunt, go to funderhunt.co/last step. And if you don't get the full amount of funds that you want to get in need for your business, then you could get more funding today.
But honestly, I mean, if it's March 31st, 2021, or it's already, we're in
April 2nd.
If you have not applied for the PPP yet already, you are an idiot. You are an idiot business owner. I mean, unless there's one caveat to that, which is your business doesn't need the PPP, then that's fine. Only take the PPP if your business needs it to survive. But seriously, if you haven't gotten this free money yet, I don't know. I'm telling you right now, go get that free money.
Go get it
from the
SBA.
Go
get those PPP.
I mean, you're paying for it. American tax dollars are funding this, so
definitely, definitely, it's your money. So I mean, we're in this crisis right now. Definitely should pay it off. So some other interesting stuff I saw recently. I mean, Funder Hunt is now in Miami, so I thought it was interesting just to look at some of this news. It's always interesting when you hear about what's going on locally, whether it's politics, where the case may be. But I guess I read recently, this is coming off NBC.
We're not doing this Taco Bell drives car through.
Oh, yeah, we could go through that. We could do that first. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I haven't read it yet. I mean, woman drives car into Taco Bell in Maryland after argument in drive-through window.
Like, is it really necessary to do this? Like, even if someone got your order wrong.
I got a picture of it too.
Yeah.
She's literally in the entrance.
She probably got mad or something and then just decided to drive her car through the Taco Bell.
Oh man. I mean, I think people are great. People are crazy. I mean, no, they're not.
Do you think this has anything?
They're great. This is awesome.
I mean, I don't
show that Taco Bell.
I don't understand when I see stuff like this. Like, what could be going on in someone's life where they think it's a reasonable thing to do to drive their car through the Taco Bell? Now, clearly, I think anyone that reads a story or hears a story, this happened in Maryland. This was being reported from NBC6 right here in Miami. But she drove her car through the Taco Bell.
What do you think they were arguing about? What do you think the argument was about?
See, this is the thing. I'm thinking, like, do you think it really had to do with the order, or this could have been like people? They don't tell you in the article, but it could have been like that these people knew each other outside of Taco Bell, and maybe this was either a business affair or a love affair, a strange kind of situation. I don't know. I'll say this. If it was strictly just someone getting upset with an order and they smashed their car through, I just think that's just not the right way to go.
How many points you guys pay your brokers? We got the question on the screen. How much do we pay our brokers? What is Like you get like a percentage of what we make. Yeah.
There's your answer. They get a percent. You get a percentage.
So yeah, whatever the commission is, they get a percentage of that commission.
And you've been trying to recruit more juniors, right?
Yeah.
What's been your
Dude, we need to get the script. We need a script.
yeah.
We need a script. They're walking in here not knowing what to say, you know. But that's why we're here. We're here to teach them and to educate them so they don't have to make mistakes.
Right.
We just give them the formula.
Right. And if someone out there watches this video or finds this video and watches it later on today, let's say there's someone that's been watching your videos, they're interested in getting into sales, they want to help small businesses get funding, where would be the best place for them to try to get a job at Funder Hunt?
What was the question? Where should they get a job?
If they wanted to, what would be the best way for them to come work for you if they wanted to work for you?
I mean, our job is on
Sales.
LinkedIn. We have an ad on LinkedIn. So we're hiring. So yeah, just go on the Funder Hunt LinkedIn page. You can apply for the job there. We review each resume, and
There you go. And also
it's not like anyone is getting thrown out. Like we review all of them. Like we go through every single resume.
Right. So if you're someone out there who wants to come work, you want to be mentored by Davron, work at Funder Hunt, seems like just go to the LinkedIn, check it out. Also, there's careers at funderhunt.co. You can email that. Yeah. So I mean, look, at the bottom line, I just think don't drive your car. If someone gets your order wrong, I just always think it's like, these situations are always best avoided. Like,
Would you take a car away from this person?
but I take a car away from this person. This person's going to have their license. What's going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? Someone gets upset because what? They didn't get the right order. So clearly the best way to handle this dispute is to drive your car through the building. No, this person's now made the news. I don't know what the family thinks. Their family must be like, or they're like, of course she drove the car. Duh, of course she drove the car through Taco Bell. That's something she would do.
We don't have any information on who this person is.
No, I think they're reporting it accurately. They're not putting in all the details until investigation's been completed. But another Miami article we'll get to in 1 second. But also having to do with just kind of what's going on in the economy. We saw that the Illinois governor signed off on a law that caps consumer loan rates at 36%. What do you think about politicians or legislating to cap?
Well, that's
rates?
consumer loans. That has nothing to do with us.
It has nothing to do with business loans. But do you think that it's a good thing? You think this is something that lawmakers should embrace?
What kind of loans are they capping? Auto loans? What else?
Maybe you just want to explain the difference between, obviously. Has there ever been a time where someone goes to Funder Hunt for their business, but they're trying to get a personal loan?
Yeah. Most of the time, their credit's not even good enough for the personal loan. So that's kind of like a mute point. It's kind of like I don't know if that's the right word, but like
Right.
It's kind of irrelevant because you don't qualify for the personal loan, so don't even ask us for a personal loan. But no, yes. Sometimes people think that they could get better deals on the personal loan side.
Through payday loans.
Yeah, I know nothing about personal loans. I stick with what I know, which is commercial cash advances, business funding. I have nothing to do with personal loans.
There you go.
And then you need a business bank account in order to get funded by us.
Has there ever been like a business that comes to you? How could you operate a business without having a business account? Has there ever been a business that comes to you and they don't have a business account?
They could have just started their business, so they didn't, they could have just operated out of their personal bank account. But that's the first, because to get in this industry also, you need a business bank account. like they're not gonna work with you for personal. So that's the first thing we did when we started Thunder Hunt. We opened our business bank account right away. We got rejected by Bank of America. Then we went to TD, where we're still with today. We have a pretty good relationship with TD.
Sweet. So
Don't-
something. What's
Yeah,
that?
actually, I take that back. One time, TD Bank stole $2,000 from us. I'm still upset about that. It was this thing with Cash App. Someone sent me money through Cash App. Then when I transferred it to the business account, it didn't get transferred. So I'm still a little bit tight about that. I mean,
TD, what's going on?
I'm
You
being
guys
told
gotta fix it.
I'm being told to sue TD Bank and sue Cash App, but like I don't know if I would want to take all that time to do that.
Huh. Have any of you out there had any problems with TD or Cash App? Cash App.
Yeah, start a class action.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you have also had problems, leave it in the comment section. Maybe there's something that's this wasn't a one-time occurrence with Davron.
No, dude, all the employees at TD Bank are like, yeah, I don't use Cash App. There's been a lot of issues with them.
With Cash App, really specifically Cash App. It's interesting. Yeah, definitely. I know, digital currencies or digital new mechanisms for to perform payments like Cash App or Venmo. These are just growing. I don't see them going away anytime soon. But if Cash App is having issues, got to go after Cash App. See what's going on. What's going on, Cash App?
You guys work with Blue Vine, no?
Nope. So I just thought this was another interesting thing because I do come from. It doesn't really even matter what my background is. I mean, sometimes I read this stuff. It's just interesting. It's just funny. It's just funny. So the Miami commissioner was accused of poking and pushing a city employee during an event, and I guess now this person is claiming they've been injured. I don't know how they said like they got their hip. Like this goes to with this is Miami Commissioner Alex Diaz, an employee with the city of Miami claims she was injured while on the job during an incident with a city commissioner, Suzanne Nicholson.
And what was the event?
It was at a nightclub. It was for an event. It doesn't
Why
say.
weren't we there?
It says it was held at an event. Doesn't give all the details, but it was inside a nightclub. It was on February 21st, and it was held after this is interesting. It was held after Miami's midnight curfew. What do you think about the curfew, by the way? Let's just go into
I think
that.
curfew is just another word for lockdown.
Do you guys agree with this?
You can't lock down Florida, so just put endless amounts of curfews.
So that is one interesting thing, right? So you do have the governor that has his own position, but then you could still have local leaders that are going to implement policy that they think is the right way to go.
That's what it is. I mean, curfew is another word for lockdown.
I mean, does anyone disagree with that? If you disagree, write in the comment section. Do you live in Miami? Do you live in another city that's doing something similar? So I have stayed on South Beach last week, and like at 8:00, they have police that block like all the traffic. You can't get it. It's like gridlock.
Yeah.
It's like you can't go anywhere, and it's strange. It's just very bizarre. And you clearly could see that people are not following the rules in Miami. And it's even like you're finding out that it sounds like there's even people that are working for the local city, and they're not following the rules. Because I think the rules don't make any,
So what is it though? Like, can shops be open after 8 p.m. or whatever it is, 12 p.m., 12 a.m.?
It's ambiguous, which is the issue. And I clearly have had. You could go get like dinner, like I had sushi. You could go get like food. You could go drink, but like.
Oh, this just came out. People fully vaccinated against COVID-19 can safely travel within the U.S., CDC says.
I have nothing to say on that. I have nothing to say on that.
I mean, who controls
Are you
this?
someone who's traveling right now? Are you someone out there that has been traveling recently? Are you like a person that in your job, you do a lot of traveling, you've used airlines, you've traveled like from different states? If you are, I'm interested to hear what's been your experience and what do you think about what's going on right now? Has there been any, has anyone out there, I'm not sure if the vaccine passport is even up and running.
So does this mean that the CDC recommends you not to travel if you don't have it?
I mean, I think you could probably extract that from what they're saying. But there was something I saw that was actually, I will bring this up. Someone from the previous job I worked at sent me something yesterday, or I saw this, and it had to do with the vaccines. Had to do with the vaccines. I'm trying to get it right here right now.
Are you an anti-vaxxer, Veritas?
What do you mean anti-vaxxer?
Are you anti-vax?
I'm pro-choice of people making that decision for themselves. If you're asking me if I'm going to get it, the answer is no. But that's a personal decision I'm making. I'm all for people, if they want to get it themselves, to get it. If you want to get it, go get it. I will not get it. I mean, I've had the basic shots you need when I was brought into this earth.
Yeah, like what is it, like 6 shots?
I did
you got when you were a kid?
MMRIs. I did measles, mumps, and MMR.
I got like they're like people from my country
I'm good.
and other like Russian countries. They get like a thing in their arm.
What do they do?
Like they have a scar on their arm.
Why?
I could show you it.
Are you telling me? Yeah, show me.
It's like a vaccine shot.
But in Russia, I don't have one. You know the one thing though, the chickenpox. I had chickenpox vaccine came out right after I got chickenpox. How funny is that? How ridiculous is
So like anyone with
the chickenpox vaccine came out right after I had chickenpox when I was younger.
So like anyone that wasn't born in this country, they would have this.
They would have this because I guess in America we do it the right way. Oh my God, dude, this is what. Look at what Russia did to him. Fuck, it's too tight. It's all the way at the top. Dude, fled. We give you
I don't
scar.
see it. I don't see it.
We give you scar. Yo,
I don't know. I can't put my
we
shirt
give
up
you
enough.
scar.
All right, forget it.
Never leave this federation.
Anyways,
Well, I guess so yeah, I'm just a person who I think, let's just be, okay. Too much of this stuff has happened way too fast in the last year. Let's break it down. If we really want to break it down, this really started to become something that was notified, or the public was talking about it like early January, but really like in April of like 2020, right? Now it's a year. Davron's trying to, so he could show his scar. So it's just confusing to me because we've had so many, all I am doing is questioning things. I don't think it's wrong to question things. I think, everyone needs to question things and make their own decision, but I just don't think there's enough information. I hear there's all these different types of vaccines, and some are getting the vaccine and some are having an allergic reaction to it, some aren't. That's the nature of this game in general. So, we're all different. We all have, but to me, I look, it's been a year and I'm fine. Why would I get it? Why?
so you can
Not gonna get
so
it.
you can keep wearing, so you can keep following all the restrictions.
I mean, look, you're going to see, I guarantee you're going to see, this is going to be a big political fight in this country. It's going to happen. And it's going to probably happen throughout, we have PPP funds that are being extended to May 31st. Do you people think, does the audience believe that this is something that's going to go on all the way into 2022? So you're already starting to see certain states like Texas are just like moving on, or they're creating their own policy that we will know within a few months what makes the most sense. We're going to have data. I think right now you're going to have Texas and other states that are deciding to move in a certain direction. You have other states that are moving in another direction. Let's see. We'll find out. We'll look, and then I'm sure we'll have lots of data. We can look at the data, to extrapolate what is.
I mean, Texas governor got rid of the mask mandate. He opened his country. He opens his state.
Governor Abbott.
And cases are down.
Cases are down. Look, I have to say that I respect Texas. If there was any other state that I would move to, if I wasn't living in Florida and I wasn't working in Florida right now, I think Texas would be another state that I would go to. I know a bunch of people. I know people that have moved to Miami, moved to Florida. They're they're planning to move to Florida, but I also know people that have left other states in the Northeast and they've gone to Texas. So I've known some people that have gone to Texas as well. They tell me they like it, and I like what they're doing there. And Texas, especially Austin, is blowing up right now. I mean, the tech community is making a huge push there. There's tons of businesses that are growing, and they have strategically made sure that those who are getting vaccines, it's done in a way that's on a case by case basis, or they're looking at the whole state and what makes the most sense. And look, they've looked at the data and they're like, we've seen a decline. If people want to keep wearing their masks, they could wear their masks, but we have reached a point now where it is time to unmask. And there's still other options if people want to take, like taking the vaccine. But I'm interested to know does anyone think, like, how long do you think the mask like this will go on for in our country? You think into 2022?
Well, I mean, depending on who you listen to.
What do you mean?
I mean, what has Bill Gates said? Like 2022,
So do you think because Bill Gates says it means 2022?
I mean, if that's who you listen to.
What's with 2022?
I don't know.
Anyways,
Are you going to respond to someone in the comments that called you, and that someone said in the comments that Veritas?
Yeah, in episode 1, someone said I look like an opportunist and Davron shouldn't pay me. Look, I edit the videos. I've since episode 1 of Funding America, all the videos since then I have edited. I'm here as a video editor to edit. I am learning more about the merchant cash advanced world, but by all means, if you're a video editor out there and you think you could do my job better, apply. If you think you could do my job better, or you would like to work here for real, contact careers, email careers@funderhunt.co. But the one thing I will say is Funder Hunt, we are not keen on remote work. Like, the best thing, and I've noticed, is that throughout this entire pandemic, Funder Hunt has stayed in the office, has continued to work, did not go remote. And so they want to feel who you are, know who you are. So, hey, if you think you can do my job better than me, come work here. But that's strictly what I do. I video edit. I like to edit videos. It has been interesting learning more about the merchant cash advance world, but hey, we do need more people that could help. So if you are a creative person, or you're adept in Final Cut and you're adept at Adobe Creative Suite and social media, contact careers@funderhunt.co. But you have to live in Miami.
Social media managers and salespeople.
Yeah, and salespeople. We need, exactly. This company is going to be growing all throughout this year, and we're going to need more people. But it's a process. That's why I think it's been very helpful to not be remote, because you get to feel and know about people when they come into the office. But yeah, if you're in the Miami-Dade County area, please, we're growing. So
let me ask you something. What is a commissioner? What is the Miami? What is it? What is that person's
city commissioner? So I'm thinking a city commissioner must.
Is that the one that collects all the checks?
No, I think they're on like a legislative board. So they're like commissioners. So you, like, in some towns, they would have like boards. I haven't checked out the Miami system yet, but I believe they're basically like a legislative person.
I mean, yeah. Don't poke people. People don't like to be poked.
I don't want to, but it was beyond that. I mean, the accusation documented emails that Nicholson was directed to Diaz de la Portilla, I believe, and asked him for permits to hold the event. Okay, so the city commissioner is most likely the one that has to approve for certain permits to have, certain events. And, now with the whole like pandemic, that adds a whole new layer of bureaucracy. But I guess he pushed her and she stepped back and sprained her hip. So, I mean, the commissioner's office said that she's fabricating the story, but it just sounds like another one of these, like, it just sounds like another kind of mess, a political mess kind of story. Yeah, but don't push people, man, especially if you just need a permit. It sounds like this person, all they want to do is host an event. There must be some politics or some bad blood.
A lot of stuff coming out in Miami-Dade today.
Miami, a lot of stuff. No, we have like one more article here, and then if you want to take any questions from the audience, but it looks like
NFTs. Let's talk about NFTs, yo.
NFTs, the NFT movement. So if anyone knows about cryptocurrency, Snoop Dogg is now coming out with Snoop Dogg coins.
Dude,
this is just crazy. What were you gonna say?
No, I was like, what's our NFT? We need an NFT.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's getting a cryptocurrency. Maybe Thunder Hunt should have one. So like,
or we buying an NFT.
Yeah.
And the value will go up.
I mean, it's just interesting. What do you think?
I don't even understand it. I honestly don't even get it. Like,
do you think it's just a financial instrument that's just like?
So is it like a GIF? You're selling a GIF, and only you have access. Only you get that GIF. Is it literally? Is that what it is? Like you're getting a GIF.
It's interesting. If you have any, if the audience has any more to add to this, please.
I wish I was educated on NFTs before I can talk about them.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Snoop Dogg and global currencies and crypto world, NFT. It seems interesting. More what I'm getting out of this is that, I mean, you see crypto.com is also headquartered in Hong Kong, which I don't know how I feel about that with all the political stuff that's happened with Hong Kong and China lately. What do you think about that? The whole stuff with the NBA, China?
No, I want you to explain NFTs to me.
Oh, I don't know what NFTs are. I have no idea what NFTs are.
I mean, we should probably get some info and get some context. Because what if that we can make,
I thought you may know what NFTs were. Yeah, but Snip.
And then fund these Funding America episodes forever. Just keep doing more Funding America.
Shout out to Debanked as well. What do you say?
Oh yeah, shout out to Debanked. They're putting all of the episodes, all of my videos on the Debanked website now.
So this is gonna pop up on the website.
I mean, I think they stopped at 6. I don't know if they keep putting it on, but 7, 8, and 9. If you guys seen 7, 8, 9, they get a little bit wild.
So it's Friday. It's Good Friday. It's episode 3.
So I don't know.
What do you plan on doing for the weekend?
Today's still a funding day.
Still got more deals. It's not over.
But yeah, Fridays we're gonna get out of the office early today.
Right.
But yeah, I gotta go. So what are we doing? Any questions real quick before I gotta get out of here?
We have to go make some more money, help businesses get funded. If you are a business that's in need of funding and you're not getting approved by the PPP or you need more funding, make sure to go to funderhunt.co/last step. And hope everyone has a good Friday. Take care.
All right. Peace, y'all.